All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we are back with episode 130, and we are back as the award-winning podcast, the Reseller Clickbait Podcast, number 2 in our category. I'm Cory from Grabs and Pops Vintage. We've got Ken, SSKPromo, with us here. Not recognizable today, but he's here.
If you're just listening, on the audio side over on Spotify or iTunes, tune in to YouTube. I am Santa Beardless now.
Looks like you lost the Christmas weight in a hurry. It looks like you lost like 40 pounds.
It does. My face, I got kind of like a little baby face. I've already got some pretty good growth coming in because I had shaved it off, I don't know, 3-4 days ago. I don't know when it was. But
I see you brought a donkey with you. What's that behind you?
It's a camel. It's a great big camel.
A camel.
It's a camel.
Well, I don't have my glasses on, so it's a donkey today.
with a saddle on. I think that might have some value. I got it from a friend of mine that was like moving and getting rid of stuff. And he's like, "Hey, you want this big camel?" I was like, "Sure, I'll take the big camel." And
why not?
I gotta look up. Well, when you first look it up, it's like, oh, there's like $2,000 or whatever. And then when you get down to the ones that are like really the actual ones you got, it might be,
yeah, 40, the expensive ones are alive. Like that. You gotta feed those ones.
Hopefully this one lasts back here. But no, wait, you said in the opening there, the award winning. Now you said we were second in our category, but technically we were first.
We were the only ones that got a trophy in our category. The first place ones, I guess, was the show giving the award, so they kind of sniped first place for themselves.
Oh, well, we got to talk about that. Shout out, go over to Flippin' Fantastic Podcast.
Yep.
Mo and Amy, Beach by Repeat, and Mo 87 Official. They
Mo
gave out the first ever
Beach by Official.
Yes.
Yep. I think that's their names.
The Flippy Awards. They did the first ever Flippy Awards, and they had like 6, 7, 8 different categories, but they gave away an award for the second best reselling podcast.
They did. That's us.
And
that's you and I.
We won over here at the Reseller Clickbait Podcast.
It caused a little stir. It caused a little stir in the community. There were some hurt feelings.
There was,
listen,
but
we're going to hold on to second place at the very least through January. So you guys, the rest of you guys just have to step it up. I'm sorry.
I love the DOG mentality over there. The delusions of grandeur that Amy and Mo exhibited, because they considered themselves the best, the number 1 reselling podcast. So they gave their award for the second best. And
I think that's only fair.
It came with a trophy. Look,
it did.
Right here.
The Flippy Award.
Wait, they sent that the flip. Oh wait, what do you got there? You got a big
flipper.
A big flip.
It's a big flipper.
Yours is a whole lot bigger than mine, Cory.
It's heavy too. You imagine holding on to that all day?
But thank you. That was very cool. I was watching their episode of the Flippies to see, who was going to win what. And you didn't know what the categories were going to be. And they didn't let us know ahead of time so that we could, come up with some sort of like a acceptance speech. But
we can give one here. Do you have one prepared?
Yes. Oh, I do not, but I could probably make something up. We would like to thank, all the other, nominees. I don't even know if there were any other nominees. They probably just thought, man, who's the second best?
Oh,
reseller.
Don't thank the losers. You can't. That's
okay.
Not what you do.
Okay. Well, we like to thank all the little people.
You gotta kick dirt on them
I'm not that kind of guy.
Better luck next time.
I'm not that kind of guy.
I approve of the award show. That was a fun show.
It was, and shout out to Amy and Mo over there for doing that.
I thought their picks were spot on.
Oh yeah, it was a fun show. But now that we're award winning, now we got to really like step up our game. And
I think the fact that we're award winning says we're doing just fine. We must be doing something right.
I think that we are the Reseller Clickbait Podcast, and it was the second best reselling podcast award. So we should probably at some point on this show start talking about reselling. Maybe we'll make that a goal in 2025, since it is the new year, first episode of the new year.
Can we give away a secret about that award show?
Yes.
If you guys want to get second place, you have to bid higher than we did. It didn't cost us very much at all.
Not really. I mean,
one donkey. And Ken hasn't even shipped it yet. It's behind
I haven't shipped it yet. You know, we did send them out some dude wipes over there. You know, the official.
They'll appreciate that.
Oh, wait a minute! I got to show you this that I got as a Christmas gift, though, Corey. You know, I'm all about the minty chill. You know, of dude wipes. And this one I got them on Christmas, so it was a little bit late for the season, but I ended up scoring some Dingle Bells dude wipes. These are pine scented. So not only, you know, our sponsor Soft Soap with my peppermint body wash that I had on, I was pepperminty all over except in the middle. And then I was
so hoping that was going to be pepperminty because Candy Cane Lane takes on a whole new meaning. We don't need that.
Now I got a tree up my ass. But
I've heard that before.
That's rumor out there. Well, I guess 99% water and plant-based ingredients. I wonder if part of that plant is pine trees.
Probably not.
But they are piney fresh, and I felt very Christmassy. You know, though I have one pack. It came as a 3-pack, and so there's only 2 here because the other one's
the one has been soiled, and it's not fit for TV anymore.
It is. And I'm not going to taste the pine ones like I did the minty chill ones.
So we should go back talking about our awards. I think the awards are a much better topic than the pine. I don't even know what to say about that.
And then here's also just proof.
No.
2024. There's Santa Beard. I got a hamster for Christmas. It's an albino hamster. It's the Santa Beard. I shaved it off. I'll put it there in the collection. Oh, right up over there some places. 2023 as well.
You were worried about somebody having to come and clean out your estate sale when you passed and having to deal with your reseller stuff. What about all the Santa Beards? Yeah. Imagine the poor guy that's got to find that.
I'm hoping I don't pass for, at least give me, 6-8 years from now. And
I don't know.
And they'll just
looking like you did some rapid weight loss. You might have some issues going on.
Yeah, I need
that
to get
beard
my,
really takes the weight off, doesn't it? I'm gonna have to try that. I could get skinnier. What do you think?
When it's been this big, oh yeah, that works. Or you look like Kevin from Home Alone. With that pose. So this is kind of our first episode after Christmas because we did take last week off.
We did. Well deserved for second place, people. We put a lot of effort in.
We did. Yeah, we got an award while we were even off the air. Mm-hmm. So. But I wanted to give a shout out. Christmas. Did you have a good Christmas? We can recap this just a little bit.
I had a great Christmas. We got to spend it with the grandbabies. Everybody came out. Kids are all out. So we did settle on chili as our Christmas meal.
Okay.
And that turned out chili and cinnamon rolls. That turned out good. So we had a great Christmas.
Do you dunk the cinnamon rolls in the chili, or is that like two separate?
Yep. You know how cinnamon rolls they spin up like that? You just take a piece off and you scoop your chili with it.
I don't like chili, so I don't like beans, and beans are in chili. That's one of the main things of chili.
I think we've talked about. Yeah, I think I knew that about you.
Yeah,
I try to forget the bad things you tell me, but I must have forgot that one.
But yeah, Christmas was good. So you had the grandbabies all over. I think we were talking to you were saying how some of them are they're getting a little bit older now, and they're kind of getting the whole Santa thing.
They're starting to feel the magic of Christmas a little bit. Although my oldest daughter, she wrapped with some fancy wrapping paper for the kids, for little ones. And that wrapping paper, I don't know if it was made out of like rubber tree, but nobody could. I couldn't even rip the paper. So they really struggled with opening gifts with the ones that the mom brought her. But Grandma and Grandpa used the cheap stuff, and it rips easy. So she had fun.
Perfect. Yeah, that's you got to give a kid a chance. Anyway, when they're unwrapping, that would have been fun. That would have been fun to have the little grandbabies there and just being excited about Christmas and we had a good Christmas. All the family was over except my my aunt and uncle that came over, they were like sick. Probably shouldn't have came over. And so all this week, so you hear in my voice maybe a little bit still. I still got a touch of it.
It's been going around everywhere, I think. Whatever it is, the flu or whatever, everybody's been kind of getting knocked out. I know Teresa was sick last week for a day and a half, 2 days. The kids have all been sick. So I don't know what it is, but it's been kicking people's butts.
Yeah, I was down and out for a couple of days. That one day, all just achy and just could not get warm. And, just all your joints are kind of achy and just lots of pressure and whatever.
I don't do sick well, so I just don't get sick if I can help it.
I'm not a
good patient.
I very seldom ever get sick. And so when I do get like just a little bit sick, I'm kind of a big baby about it, where, people that are sickly, they, kind of build up that tolerance for just go throughout the day. I wake up and sniffle and it's like I'm staying in bed all day. That doesn't happen that much.
Yeah, I'm a horrible patient. I don't want you to touch me or talk to me, but I don't want you to leave. You have to stay here. Like, somebody's got to be around in case I need a glass of water or something,
Yes. I'm not getting up to get it. But hey, one of the exciting things though, right there, kind of right before Christmas, and since we were off the air, checking the PO box and got some viewer mail for Christmas. That was cool.
Yeah, me too.
I got big old box of stuff here.
Now yours is bigger than mine. Mine came in an envelope.
Oh, okay. Happy New Year.
It says Happy New Year, and it's got a note inside. I won't read that, but it's right on the outside of the card. It says "Not a Christmas card."
So someone that watches the show, obviously.
It is. So that came from Bill from in a box in the garage.
Yes.
Fun fact: Bill I think he was the first sticker we put up on our sticker door in the Grams and Pop shop. I think we had.
Really?
I think his was one of the first stickers we put up out there, and it's been there a long time. So it was kind of cool to get not a Christmas card from those guys.
Yes, and my box was also. See, this great big box is bigger than the one that you got, Corey.
Shut up.
That's also from Bill in a box in the garage, who also watches the show.
I didn't get the box.
He knows me. I tore all the package open. It was all nicely wrapped with this Santa. You'd have been proud of this paper. The kids could have whipped this one real easy.
That's good.
Well, I'm not saying that Bill uses cheap paper. I'm just saying.
Yes, you are.
It was easy to unwrap, but.
Sorry, Bill. It's hard to get Ken to appreciate nice things.
Smarties candy canes, right there. Smarties
candy canes.
Knows that I love. And there's some sweet tarts in here. Got some sweet tarts. But again, a guy that knows me
got a supply.
Got Mario Kraft macaroni and cheese. Got macaroni and cheese spirals. Kraft, of course. Got some 3 cheese Kraft macaroni and cheese.
That sounds good.
So 3 varieties. And then on my next episode of Ken versus 10 over on my channel, SSKPromo, the rice-a-roni macaroni. Get it? Mac-a-roni, rice-a-roni, creamy cheddar.
Get it.
And so I'm going to be reviewing this.
Review the macaroni.
Live on the air, and I'm going to be eating it out of my Kraft macaroni and cheese noodle bowl with lid.
It looks like a stainless steel bowl.
It's glass or ceramic bowl with a plastic lid. Oh, hand wash only. Do not microwave. So hand wash only. Right there, which is all. I don't have a dishwasher, so I was only going to hand wash it anyway.
We have one and we don't use it very often. We just hand wash stuff anyway.
I've talked before about how I only have one bowl that I eat everything out of, whether it's cereal, macaroni and cheese, doesn't matter. I have one bowl. But now
I'm not sure why we don't. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure why we don't use the dishwasher. We always hand wash the dishes. We never really use the dishwasher, very rarely.
Uh-huh.
But when it went out, we replaced it with a brand new dishwasher. And we still don't use it.
Well, wait a minute. If you never used it, how'd you know that it went out?
Well, every once in a great while, we'll use it.
Like Thanksgiving, when you get a bunch of dishes, you're going to pile them on there, get them all done at once.
Sometimes. Not even all the time on holidays. It's
Yeah,
it's just a very rare occurrence we use it. Usually when we use it, we're just trying to hide the dishes and we really don't want to do them.
Yeah. Just put them in there so they're not sitting piled up in the sink. And
you run it, and it's like a 50-50 shot if it's going to come clean or not anyway.
But the new dishwasher is probably better, though, right? Whether they're...
I don't know.
You haven't ran it yet?
I'm not certain. I know we've ran it a couple times, but I couldn't tell you if it does a better job or not.
They're gonna dry rot.
Maybe I need to unload the dishwasher once so I know what the result is looking like.
And then you can make a judgment. Well, hey, hashtag goals. It is a new year, and it's time to.
I like that goal. I don't think I like that goal.
You're not. That's not. Well, maybe your goal is to not unload the dishwasher in all of 2025. See, that's I like to make simple goals. I like to make simple goals like that. Things that I know that I can accomplish.
Or not accomplish.
Exactly. Well, hey, if that's the goal and I meet it, that's simple stuff. Speaking of goals and talking about goals, this Wednesday night is the last episode of the holiday live tour for 2024/2025, the fourth in the series, the New Year's edition or the New Year edition. And we got fun guests. We have Brian and Tracy from Jack's Treasures are going to be on with us. We're going to be talking all things New Year, things that are, goals.
Bring a hat. I think I still have some hats around here.
If you want to dress up for New Year's, that'd be great. It's going to be a festive occasion as well. I have to go back. I have to go back to last year's episode and
find out what our goals were.
Find out what my goals were. And
I don't remember either.
Met them or didn't meet them. And so that's, kind of what we're going to be talking about is what goals didn't we reach last year? What we could have done to improve, what our excuses are. It's basically, it's going to be the hashtag.
Why we're in number 2.
Yes.
Instead of number 1. We got to find out what we failed at.
We got to work on. Maybe that'll be a new goal. Maybe I should write that down as a new goal to be the next year that Mo and Amy will have enjoyed our show next year so much. They'll be like, okay, we're the second, and these guys.
Well, I know at least one of them, and we're pushing to get the other one too. But I know at least one of them is coming to Plains to Profit in March.
Yes,
and that's in less than 90 days. So we could actually lean on her a little bit and see if we can maybe line their pockets a little better next year, because I don't think we paid enough, apparently. Apparently a donkey doesn't do it nowadays.
If I've said that once, I've said it 1,000 times.
But to get them a goat too.
If a donkey doesn't do it. Yeah. Oh, see, that was another big Christmas gift that people were getting this year was Plains to Profit tickets, because you're down. We were talking, you're down to what? Only 16 tickets.
16 left, yep.
For the event. So if you haven't got the ticket for Plains to Profit, go to plainstoprofit.com. We'll put a link down in the description for sure.
Yep, grab your ticket. They're going fast now. I think once that holiday season rolled past, people decided to start planning for their trips, and they started going pretty quick there. So
some good stocking stuffers. They were stuffed into stockings, and they were hung by the chimney with care. And people
our guests are going to be there. Brian and Tracy are going to be there this year.
Brian and Tracy have tickets to be there.
Ken's going to be center stage there, right, Ken?
We're working at that right now. I was stuck in the jail. You see how I'm non-committal on all of this? That's just
truth be told, I won't know if Ken's there until like 4 hours after he arrives.
And no, when I show up someplace, people know I'm there. I can guarantee.
Well, that's true. That's true.
So
you do make
as soon as I get in the door. But the Plains of Profit. What'd you say? 90?
Less than 90. It's like 84. 84 days. So and March 28th to 29th.
16 tickets left. So grab those. And watch the live show this Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. yeah, I got to get that show scheduled. I'm waiting for, actually, right at this point, I'm waiting for Brian to send me his picture for the thumbnail. So he was waiting until New Year's Eve.
Just grab one of the
when he was
Whatnot
gonna be-
thumbnails. It'll work. Actually, he's got a video of him with looked like a cat jumper on or something, doesn't he? We could just snatch that picture.
His taco. Well, actually, I sent him that taco, the taco cat jumper, onesie thing that he has on.
We'll just snag that picture. That'll work fine.
But yeah, so we got stuff coming up. I'm excited for the year. Okay, on our last episode, we were talking about, and you know, that we had the I don't wannas. Every time it's around the holiday season, you just kind of get into holiday mode, and it's like, I don't wanna resale. I don't want to list anything. I don't want to try to go sourcing. I don't want to do, well, in my case, I didn't do, I haven't done like a Whatnot show for 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks or whatever. And
the trick is to not let the I don't want us turn into I'm not gonna-us.
Well, yes. Right now, that's where I'm at. I'm on the I have tos. Just because, you know, the sales have pretty much dried up on eBay. I'm still selling some things. I had a couple decent sales this week. But yeah, they're onesie, twosie sort of sales. I'm not, you know, it's almost like a waste to actually have to go out to the post office or over to the postal store just to take, you know, one or two packages or 3 packages. And so yeah, I'm excited. I kind of trying to build up a little bit of a new energy here. I worked a lot today to get my space back in order. There's a lot of Christmas stuff. There's just
organizing.
It's just everything's in layers in my house now. Okay, so like I got all this Christmas stuff. I do need to, because it's like I like, okay, I need to put all of these Christmas shirts away. They're like piled up kind of on the end of my bed and on this little stand that's to the side. And so I'm taking off all the Christmas shirts. Oh wait, there's all my Thanksgiving turkey hats. And I got a big pumpkin pie hat and all of that stuff and little turkey things. And it's like, layers. Well, shoot, I gotta do, and then I get down. Now I'm like, there's Halloween costumes. I got all of these wigs and stuff that are still out and all this stuff. Like, it's like, I got 3 layers of holidays right there. And I got to get that stuff put away. Got to get my wrapping table put away. Got to get all of the Christmas stuff down. So that's what I was working at today, so that I can get back to that get to the structure, get to this of getting up, you know, doing the listings, doing the shippings, preparing for Whatnot shows or whatever. And it's so easy to get out of the habit. It's so much easier to get out of the habit than it is to get back into it.
We decided to lower the price on one of our boxes of jumbo cards for the 1988 Topps football cards we sell. We lowered the price and it had a bunch of watchers on it. So immediately we sold one of them. Okay. So we went to dig that out of underneath of our bench yesterday or today. It was today. And we found a whole case of the old football cards that we sold before, the ones that sold really fast. Yeah. We found a whole case of them hidden back behind the box. Oh, so now we have 24 more packs at $190 a box.
Sweet.
To put back up on eBay. So we were excited. So we got to source in our own shop today.
That's almost like Christmas morning right there. You find a box. How does something like that get misplaced?
Well, we had what was it? Like 30 or 40 cases, like big cases. Okay. And it was a whole case just tucked in behind some other kind of cases. So it was just one case that got snuck behind. It was a different kind of box. And we uncovered it today.
Heck yeah, that's a cool. That was exciting. That was an exciting day.
Yeah, because that's, I mean, 24 times $190. That's math, but it's a lot of numbers.
It's math. I'm gonna do that. I called out my calculator right here. $190 times 24 is $4,560. Just under the
bench. Didn't even know they were there anymore.
I love that. Yeah, that's what I get out there into the garage. I get mad at myself, honestly, for now. Yours was just a mistake of, you know, hey, it got put behind. It was in a little bit different box. You didn't notice it. I get out there in the garage and in my storage areas and stuff, it's like I have so much good stuff, and it's just sitting there. It's like, and I get a little bit excited about wanting to get back into doing stuff, getting that structure, because I've been like, I'm a festive guy. I'm a Christmas festive guy, but like after a little bit, you get festived out. So, but this Christmas I don't know if this Christmas season seemed that way to you, or the whole holiday season. First of all, it was like really quick between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Thanksgiving was so late until you got to Christmas, but it seemed like the day after Christmas, when it was the 26th, 27th, 20th, it just felt like Christmas was over. I don't, it just seemed like that every place. Not for me, because I try to be festive, but normally it lingers all through that week until New Year's, and you have a festive New Year. And today's like, well, we're recording this on the 2nd. It just like, there's no normal festiveness out there anywhere. It's just
Christmas
done.
is usually over by the 26th or 27th in our house. Christmas usually feels like it's over. It usually ends pretty quick. Now, that said, we still do have our tree up. We haven't taken it down yet. And it's not because it's still festive. It's just because we're really lazy. So the tree, we just haven't taken it down yet. Nobody cares about taking the tree down. That's easy. Nobody wants to unornament the tree because you got to deal with all the ornaments.
Yes. That's man, so much stuff out there. I mean, like in the living room and stuff. But I did work at it today. I did made some good progress, and my goal is kind of by the weekend. I'm not really getting anything reseller productive done, but I'm making strides towards it. And so I'm probably really thinking Monday. When by the time this episode comes out, I will probably have some stuff listed. I will have Cory shaking.
No, you won't. On Monday, he's going to double down and say, "Now I'm really going to do it."
Now I do have a Whatnot show on Saturday night.
Here's a trick. Do you have one of those egg timers?
I do.
Just set an egg timer for 15 minutes, and then just get out there and just do as much as you can on one thing for 15 minutes till it goes off. Then go give yourself a break.
You mean like one of the building? I have like these little.
Well, you can't use that because then you have to watch it, and you would just sit there and watch the timer.
I would.
Am I done yet?
Well, you know what? And that's I do that too when I'm working on stuff, because my tolerance for working is not built up. I don't have that stamina right now for doing stuff.
A professional procrastinator. Nothing gets done unless it's an emergency. So having a timer gives you a little bit of that emergency. You got 15 minutes to finish whatever you're going to do. You'll get more done.
I subscribe to my brother's philosophy, which is the one thing about leaving something go till the last minute is you get it done in a minute. And that's what happens to me. But
the problem with that theory is, while I'm waiting for 6 days to get to that last minute, I could have done a million other things, but I don't, because I'm thinking about that one dumb thing I should have done in the 1 minute. Then I just stress out about what I should have done until I actually do that thing instead of doing other things.
I do that as well. I am to the point, though. I talked about that before, that I have so much. I'm so overwhelmed with what I need to get done, and I start this and I start this and I start this, and then I just sit down, and that is part of my goals, is to just pick something and work on it. I'm going to pick this, even if it's just one little corner, one little table, a stand, an area,
you'll get done a lot faster if you just set that timer. Set the timer and say, if I touch something in here, I'm going to list it. And just set the timer and start grabbing stuff and list it. And I've kind of made a new rule for myself this year. If I'm going to list something, a bad listing is better than not listing it. So I'm going to get the listing up fast and ugly and quick. And then if I have to come back and fix it, fine, I'll do that. But it's better than just letting it sit in a pile and not listing it.
Well, I can agree with that. And bad listings, good listings. We may have talked about this before. I was thinking about this the other day. I think I don't know if I spend way too much time on my photographs trying to get the good angles, a good lighting, all of the different things. Because when you're out there like comping something and you see all of the items that sold and just what shitty pictures that somebody takes. I was talking to somebody the other day that was stuck. They had like a Nintendo DS game or whatever. And they were looking up. It was a pretty good value. I forget what it even was. But the last one that had sold that was a good value, the guy had just like set it in his lap and took a picture. And, the guy had shorts on.
You,
it's his big hairy legs.
Just stupid things that sold on eBay that should have never sold. I mean, I'm just picturing like a big ashtray on somebody's end table with cigarettes still in it, and they're taking a picture and putting it up.
Yeah.
That's better than not listing it. As long as you're being accurate with the description.
From a smoke-free, pet-free home.
Yes. No, you want to describe it properly. Don't do that. Yeah, have the dog holding it full of ashes.
Yeah, the dog smoking a cigarette, and it'd be like, pet-free, smoke-free home.
I'd rather have it done imperfectly than not done at all. I'm trying to really get out of my own way when it comes to trying. I don't want to do it unless I have time to do it perfect. And I want to take great pictures and I want to have this great description.
Yeah.
I've got to get that. I have to get away from that because you just never get anything done. I mean, it's just a giant roadblock you're creating.
You're going to say a decent listing though. Not like a really cruddy listing.
I'm not saying don't try.
Yeah.
I'm just saying grab it and list it. Like just do it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about going and setting up your $800 worth of lights and getting your DSLR camera out. Like, just do the dang thing. If it ain't perfect, fine. If you don't like one picture, come back and take a new one later. Just get something done.
Yeah, I put up a lot of those roadblocks myself on things, and it is, and because I've always done my listings with, I try to do common items. If I'm going to list all, hats that day, or if I'm going to list all electronics, or I'm going to list all what, I try to do those things because it does make that listing process
it does, but that's also
quicker.
A roadblock because if you're not extremely organized, then you're going to go out there and you're going to be like, well, I don't have 10 of this thing to list, so I'm going to dig through my pile and find 10. And you'd have been way further ahead just grabbing the two things that you tripped over trying to get in the door and just listing
100%. 100% is going to be part of my philosophy when I get to the listing. Some of it is my preparation, though. Not only getting my areas kind of organized, getting to the stuff I want to be able to park in. We're supposed to have like really cruddy weather starting this weekend.
Yep.
I'm not going to be able to park in the garage this weekend because there's no way that I could possibly clean it up enough to get in there. But I think part of the thing is like, rather than cleaning the stuff and moving it out of the way and then moving it again to get it to listing and moving it again to do everything, is just pick it up from there, list it.
Don't go inventory it. Yep.
Don't worry, organizing it. But I am going to try to do in steps so that when I get to the point where I'm really back into the swing of things, my eBay store is just, it's not healthy at the moment. A lot of old listings, a lot of stale listings. I did have a couple. We may have talked a few weeks ago on an episode how I couldn't find or I didn't have an item because I had taken it down and sold it on Whatnot. But it got relisted, or I relisted it or something. I did something in there where it didn't sell on Whatnot the first time, and so I relisted it back on eBay, and then it was still in the tub, and I hadn't put it away. And I have a lot of inventory that is listed that's not in inventory.
Well, I've got a helpful tactic for that too.
Okay.
Stop doing that Whatnot crap.
I knew it was coming. 39 minutes and 53 seconds, folks, until I had made all these other Whatnot comments during the show. And
no, I'm super guilty of doing the same thing. Like if I walk in our shop and it's dirty, my brain just overwhelms itself overthinking it, and I'll just turn around, go back in the house and sit on the chair and do something else because I can't. So I have to use tricks like that, like set a timer and just grab the first thing I'm going to trip over. Otherwise, I'll never do Like
Yeah,
I
you
can't
wouldn't
look
want
at a
to
big
come to my
project.
house.
I have to break them into small chunks. I physically can't look at a big project that way.
And I'm trying to get myself past. Here's a fun fact, Cory. I'm trying to get myself past. Well, I'll say this coming Friday. We're recording this on Thursday, so I don't mean tomorrow. I mean, if you're listening to this on Monday, this coming Friday is Quitter's Day.
Is it?
And yes, which historically, people make New Year's resolutions, people make goals, people set stuff up. And the second Friday in January, not even like February or something, the second Friday in January is Quitter's Day. It's when most people have already quit or stopped their New Year's resolution or whatever goal that they wanted to do. A lot of that came from the
This sounds like an
I'd seen a
opportunity.
thing. It was for what?
Quitter's Day. It just seems like a good opportunity.
Or a good excuse.
If there's anything you're looking to quit.
Oh, yeah. That'd be a good day to start quitting. Right?
Yeah. And Whatnot won't even know because it's Quitter's Day. Millions of people are leaving that day.
I didn't even see that one coming. Just went right. So if I can make it past this coming Friday, the 10th, I believe that's the 10th of January, and I can still be listing stuff or getting that, or still being motivated, I think I'm good. Because what do they say? Like to form a habit, it's like if you do something like 5 days in a row or something, it
I heard
starts
28
to
days.
Is it 28
days?
28 days in a row. Wow, that's a long time. I don't think I can go 28 days in a row.
Friday's looking really good right now.
It is. I'm gonna. Well, or maybe
it's like 21 days or 28 days or something like that. I'm not sure, but you're talking about to form a habit, right?
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna look that up. Take to form.
Yeah, it's more than a week.
Habit.
I think you have to commit a little more than a week.
According to research, forming a new habit can take anywhere. Well, this says from 18 to 254 days. With the average person
that's
taking,
not a habit. That's a career.
The average person taking around 66 days to reliably incorporate a new behavior into their routine.
Wow.
Well, however, the time frame can vary significantly depending on the habit itself and the individual factors like motivation and consistency.
So like 9 weeks. That's a long time.
That is. I'm not going to list for 9 weeks in a row.
That's
simmer down.
I ain't doing it.
Simmer down, Quitter's Day. That's what I say.
This ain't gonna happen. This is looking less likely.
Yeah. What is the 2190 rule? Commit to a personal or professional goal for 21 straight days. After 3 weeks, the pursuit of that goal should have become a habit. Once you have established that habit, you continue to do it for another 90 days.
See, 21 days if it's a habit. Form a habit.
Well, there you go. So
if you start smoking now, by the end of February, you're in.
I think
nicotine works a little faster than that.
That my corn cob, well, that's a brand new fresh.
Is that a Santa thing or is that a Frosty thing? I don't think Santa had a pipe. Well, the old Santa had a pipe.
The old Santa had a pipe, and Frosty had a pipe.
Yep.
They don't smoke pipes anymore.
Pussies.
No, this is just here as like a prop. That headshot.
That's a whole different. See, if you got two pipes, I'm not buying that this is just props anymore.
Oh no. I don't mind. I enjoy smoking a pipe, but it's not like a regular thing. It's like a couple there's a couple instances a year, wood cutting weekend and Thanksgiving, and that's because of my cousin or Jill's cousin Dan and
I like the smell of pipe tobacco.
His dad and stuff.
I like the smell of cigars too. Of course, I'm weird. I still like if you're walking by a building in town and people are outside smoking, I still like the smell of cigarette smoke.
Okay.
Just because I smoked forever. It's been a long time now. It's been 6-7 years probably since I smoked, but I still like the smell of it. Not after they put them out, but while somebody's outside smoking, I still enjoy the smell of cigarette smoke.
What it's now it's hard to go any place where it just don't smell like weed everywhere you walk. They haven't really
they haven't legalized it
here, but we were just talking about that the other day about, when you go to any of the like when we were in Vegas or whatever. I mean, as soon as you come out of the hotels, it just punches you right in the face. Or even when we were in Nashville area, I don't know if it's legal or not in Tennessee or in Nashville, but even coming out of places, down there, it was
walking out of a hotel in Vegas is like walking into a skunk's ass. I don't know how they let them do that there. That is horrible. Should we not say that?
No, that's great. I love that.
Did it cross the line?
I was trying to how I could incorporate it with skunk's ass. Hey, you need some piney, some dingle bells.
Is this where we apologize? Sorry, potheads.
No. Yeah.
Look, if you want to be a stoner, stay at home.
I have a question for you. Okay, do you see these little caramels right here
with the white stuff in the middle?
Yeah. How do you eat one of these caramels? Okay, for those of you, I'll open one up. You don't. Of course you don't, Corey. Because I love these, and you don't like anything that I like.
I don't put gross things in my mouth.
Well, but then this conversation is over.
What's your follow-up? I'm waiting to see this follow-up. I noticed you showing off that creamy center.
I was just wondering how you ate one of these. If you like ate around the edge and then had all the white yummy goodness in the center, or if like sometimes you can poke out the white center and eat that and just have a ring of caramel.
This segment's not getting better as it goes.
It is not at all. I'm just going to put this down. I'm actually going to take a bite of it now.
No,
I usually don't just bite into
eat those. Now I will take like a normal caramel without the white crap in the middle. Like I'll throw that in a cup of coffee or something. That's good.
The white stuff in the center is the best.
No, it's not.
It's like an Oreo cookie. Let me guess.
I friggin' hate Oreos. The only way I'll eat an Oreo is if I'm dipping it in the coffee. That's it. That's the only way I can eat an Oreo. Then they're okay. But otherwise, I'll just chew on a chunk of coal or something.
I had some of that coal candy. I should have sent you a bag for Christmas.
The kids,
little mesh
Teresa
bag.
and Hannah made a pan of, I think it's like that coal candy. It's made out of like blended up Oreos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they made like a 9x9 pan of it. And when they were done with it, you couldn't even cut it with a knife. It was like hard as a rock.
Yeah. If you don't,
we thought we were gonna have to throw the pan away.
Couldn't even get it off the pan.
Nope, couldn't get it off the pan. I mean, it was in there. So if you need to know how to make blacktop for your driveway,
I do have
the
a
recipe.
Few potholes over next door at my parents' drive. Well, not potholes, but like some places that need to be repaired. I should have Teresa send me the recipe.
Craters from the drive-by bombings.
Oh yeah. It's just crazy out there, Oh,
I was talking about your octopus package, not current events.
Oh, okay. I was talking about current events.
The current event stuff that's going on. That's nuts. We're not going to give them any airtime. Not that anybody's watching us anyway, but
So, speaking of that, how are your college football brackets going?
Good. They're good. Here, I can show them to you. I'll reveal my picks.
Okay.
Here they are. That's every one of them. Guaranteed not to lose or win.
Well, Buckeyes put out the Ohio State Buckeyes. Big win in the Rose Bowl.
Football?
Against football, college football in the Rose Bowl, the granddaddy of them all.
The granddaddy of them all. I thought the Super Bowl was the granddaddy.
Well, for college football, the Rose Bowl, they call it the granddaddy of them all. That's the biggest, the bowl game that you want to be in. And with the college football tournament, Ma'am, these last two things, I mean, I didn't have notes.
You're
I
going to
just
have
thought,
to carry.
spitballing what's going on. I got nothing
Yeah, you're
from
going to have to
Cory
carry
on
this conversation. If you're going into sports, this is on you.
I got nothing from Cory out of the Caramels. I got nothing out of him on the college football.
We can go back to our Flippy Awards.
What do you want to? Oh yeah,
we can go back to that. No, I don't have a lot. We were a little disappointed in ourselves this year. We won't get too deep into goals, but we did set a goal for our eBay store. Me and Teresa did. And we missed it, but we only missed it by 7,000 for the whole year. So we came close, and we're upping it for next year. And I think we'll get there, but we came so close and we just couldn't get over the finish line.
So you're going to up it over and above what you did before. So you're hoping to gain that 7,000 plus.
Yep.
Some.
We're shooting for 200,000 in sales next year.
And this is
year.
just
it's this year now.
Just your eBay, just your reselling eBay, and then nothing that doesn't include like YouTube or monies that you get from that or anything like that.
Nope. Okay, that's just strictly on our eBay sales. We're going to try to hit 200 for 2025. That's what our goal is. So we've got our work cut out for us. And now that we have a record of not hitting our goals, we're already starting in a good place. I mean, it's all uphill from here, right?
Well, yeah, because if you don't, now you kind of get a streak going. If you don't meet this year's goals, you can go, hey, 2 years in a row, we didn't meet our goal. And so
on streak.
You get to 3, after 21 years, that'll be a habit of not meeting your goal.
Days. Well, yeah, I guess years in this case.
Yeah, I did. I didn't do, I know for sure that I didn't have a dollar amount of a goal last year, but I did have a goal that had something to do with quarter by quarter, where I wanted to, I kind of wanted to
just growth,
be at a level, and have a growth of like maybe doubling those. And it kind of almost went by the payouts, like by the weekly payouts or the monthly, I guess, over the month in each quarter to double that, or at least do a 50% more in this quarter and this quarter. But it's sometimes that's a little bit jaded because the fourth quarter is historically everybody's store and everybody does their business different. But historically, fourth quarter sales are going to be a whole lot better than first quarter, or usually for me it's in that,
for a lot of people,
second quarter and stuff. Historically I've always done pretty good in the first quarter. I've never really been overly disappointed. It's not fourth quarter sales, and it is kind of a letdown from going from fourth quarter to first quarter, but I've never really been disappointed.
I think we've been in
first quarter.
I mean, we're on our fourth year. We're in our fourth year of doing this. So we've always been kind of in an up ramp. We're still growing. So, and I think if you're growing naturally because you're still getting better at it and you're still growing, if you haven't been doing it for 20 years, I think that takes a lot of the sting out of that first quarter dip because you're still growing the store. You may have the dip, but you're still naturally growing your store. So I think it takes a lot of that sting out of the first quarter. Now, I think we're starting to level a little bit. I don't think we're done growing, but I think we're starting to level out more. So I think we'll notice it more this year. But time will tell.
Yeah, I just need to get something going. Again, I've had, I want to say I kind of missed the boat on the fourth quarter this year.
You took the year off.
Well, almost the year. It seemed that way. But I had sales, and I'm still here. I'm still existing. But I want to do more than exist. You keep saying that.
I think you need some mac and cheese.
Just a beard. Well, I got plenty. Like, look, I could eat 4 boxes just today.
No, you look good, Ken. It's just the beard is a shocker. When that goes away every time, every year when that beard goes away, it's such a change.
It does. And I'm sitting here looking at myself, these bright lights, and then I still have a little bit of the white eyebrows, which kind of offs my color. But
you look young and spry.
Having been under the weather a little bit, got the circles under my eyes.
Well, we are an award-winning podcast. So we could probably get a makeup department.
We should look into that.
We could. I'll bet we could. If we could find a low-budget one, Like maybe just Mary Kay reps that want to demo product.
every Thursday night, stop over and you can demo.
We find one of those MLM girls to come in here and gussy us up a little bit.
All right. I think that's enough.
Is that all for an award-winning podcast? That's all we got.
I think that's what we're got. Well, we got to get prepped and ready because we got the live show this week, and so I've got to go back and watch my goals episode. I've got stuff to do. I'm still working on those, getting down the Christmas stuff and organizing and putting away and
well, I suppose I'll jump off of here. I'll let you and your donkey go, and we'll catch you on the
live. So, all right. So from the award-winning Reseller Clickbait Podcast, I'm Ken.
He's right. He's Ken. You do that really well. We should switch back to you introing the show because you have a radio voice. I'm Cory, by the way, and we'll see you guys
Wednesday night. Have a good week, everyone.